All right, I want to talk to you now about subtracting decimals. Okay, now the key with subtracting decimals is to, one, make sure you have your numbers in the correct order, okay? So notice this number has less digits than this number. And you kind of naturally think that, oh, the more digits a number has, the greater the value it is. That's not necessarily true. So in knowing which number goes on top when subtracting and which number goes on bottom, I pay attention to the whole numbers, okay? The digits to the left of the decimal. And I see that 37 is larger than 23. So I had 37 and 1/10. Now, I line up my numbers based on the decimal. So I start with, and this is my tens, ones, 23 decimal 92 hundredths. Okay, so notice I have this kind of space here. What I usually do is I'll put I call it a ghost zero, and that just reminds me that this is where this is important, and I need to make sure I consider this part. Because a common misconception is you might just put 2 here. That's incorrect. It's going to give you the wrong answer. So I put the 0 here to remind me that I need to borrow from here in order to subtract here. So when I subtract, first thing I notice in this problem is I notice I'm going to have to borrow a little bit. So I kind of start from the front, go to the back, see if I need to do any borrowing. 3 and 2, I can do that. 7 and 3, I can do that. 1 and 9. Cannot do that. So I take the 7, turn it into, now this is technically 7 ones, I turn it into 6 ones. Now I'm taking one of my ones, which is going to end up being equivalent to 10 tenths, and adding it to this 1/10. So now I have 11 tenths. But I look over here. I'm like, wait, I can't subtract here either. So I'm going to turn my 11 tenths into 10 tenths, and then bring over that 1/10, which is equivalent to 10 hundredths. So now I'm ready to subtract. 10 minus 2 is 8. 10 minus 9 is 1. 6 minus 3 is 3. 3 minus 2 is 1. And all I need to do at the decimal, just bring it down. Okay? All right, so that's of course, we only use the traditional way in 5th grade. The key is to line up your decimals, largest number on top, or what is it being taken away from? So like, what is this 23 being taken away from? And it's being taken away from the 37. Line it up by the decimal, borrow correctly. You got this. See you later.